Oh my gosh, hi guys, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. Those of you that don't know, my name is Jessie and I am a former international student who lives in London, Ontario in Canada. I basically make videos about my experiences as a former international student. I studied at Fanshawe College in London, Ontario, and just other random things about life in Canada. So guys, in this video, we are going to be catching up with a Fanshawe College student. This is another episode of the My Story series. We have a new guest today. As you guys remember, episode 1 we had Suleiman from Nigeria. Episode 2 we had Daniel from Cameroon. He's just going to introduce himself. He's going to give us a little bit of a, update on how his experience has been. He has basically been here in Canada, studying at Fanshawe College for the last 10 months. Oh my gosh, 10 months. He came here last May for the summer intake. So we're just going to be catching up with him. He's just going to kind of like fill us in on his experience, how his experience has been at Fanshawe College, and just living in London and pretty much integrating as an international student here in Canada. So we're gonna hear everything that he has to say. So yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been here? Well, I did mention that he's been here for roughly 10 months.
Yeah.
So how has your experience been here?
All right. First of all, I want to thank you for having me here in your amazing YouTube series.
You're welcome.
My name is Voji and I'm from Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka?
Been here for around almost a year, for 10 months.
10 months, yeah.
And it's been amazing since.
Yeah. And actually, like, Voji was one of my subscribers. Basically just reached out to me, and that's how we met.
Funny story, that's how we met actually. Like when I was researching for the Fanshawe College, we usually check out all so I was like, you know what, okay, she knows about the college and I'm probably she's gonna give me a lot of advices.
Okay.
So that's when I DM'd you, slid into your DMs.
You slid into my DMs. And was YouTube like your main source of information, or
pretty much
what else were you using to gather information about like Fanshawe and London and just to make a decision?
So the first thing when I got my letter of acceptance from the Fanshawe College, the first thing I wanted to do was just check out the college to see what the Fanshawe College looks like.
So you did that after or before applying? So letter of
I
acceptance.
did it after because because I got a lot of letter of acceptance from other universities.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, so where were the places that you applied? It wasn't just Fanshawe.
Oh no, there was a number of colleges, including the Humber College, the Centennial College, and a couple of the colleges. Yeah.
Oh, impressive! And then you settled on Fanshawe College.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into why you chose Fanshawe.
Yeah.
So you did mention that you chose Fanshawe College. Why did you go for Fanshawe College? Because you applied to Centennial, whatnot, and then also, what were you doing in your home country? Were you studying? Were you working? How did you stumble upon Fanshawe College? Why did you pick Fanshawe? Why did you pick the course you picked?
For the first question, why I chose Fanshawe College, when I was planning to come abroad, I went through an education agent. And when I gave her all my qualifications, all my education, she recommended me all the best colleges that I could come to. So I for myself, I did a deep research from all these colleges, and from day one I wanted to be a business student, right? And Fanshawe offered a range of really good business courses. That some had really good opportunities for me.
It was basically you and your agent working together to figure out where you're going to study.
Yeah, the thing was the agent gave me the freedom to choose which college I was gonna go to. So it was not only the college, I must say. It was also about which city I must be in. So it was either it was London, Toronto, Vancouver.
Yeah. So
putting all those factors into the same plate. So that's how I chose. I did a deep research on Fanshawe.
That's how you picked Fanshawe. Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like your agent came with all the options, and then you basically said, okay, this is the one that is most ideal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then, how helpful was your agent? Do you feel? And how did you find your agent?
She was alright.
Did you say how you found your agent?
How I found? Oh, it was just mutual contacts.
Okay, mutual contact. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that and as for what you asked, what I was doing in Sri Lanka. So just after I finished my bachelor's, which I did at the University of Plymouth in UK.
Okay, so you studied the UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just after I finished my bachelor's,
Okay.
I interned at multinational called Unilever for human resources, and then I got the great opportunity to advocate for the Sustainable Development Goals for the United Nations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I worked. I finished my bachelor's, and then I directly decided, I need to come abroad to pursue my future education.
Okay. And then you first went to the UK and now Canada.
Yeah, and then I came back to Sri Lanka, and then Canada.
Yeah. You just mentioned that you were in the UK, so why would you choose Canada over the UK?
Okay, that's a really good question, Jess. I do want to mention, so while I was searching for a college, a really good college abroad, our country, Sri Lanka, was in the verge of an economic downfall.
Okay.
So there was the economic factors that came into play.
Okay.
For example, the exchange rates, everything that, so for my family, the most convenient was to choose Canada over UK.
Okay.
And there was, immigration issues, like international politics and everything.
Where in the UK? Or just
Between UK and Sri Lanka.
Oh,
there was
is
this,
it? Okay.
political issues.
Okay.
So I had to choose Canada.
Okay.
And yeah.
So it sounds like you chose Canada because I guess it's an easy pathway. Easy entry,
yeah, and considering
Relatively
all economic factors and everything, and it seemed more affordable. Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna kind of like discuss Fanshawe College. So we're actually like in Fanshawe College right now. This is the South London campus, right? I've never been here. It's actually really small, low-key, and apparently this is the campus for business students?
Yeah, for corporate applications, for business students, and for the nursing students.
Okay. All right, yeah, because there are apparently, so there's 3 campuses. So you have your main campus, and South Campus, and then the downtown campus. So just a little fun fact, we're here, okay? So now we're just gonna kind of like, touch on Voji's experience at Fanshawe College. So far, you've completed 1 year of your 2-year diploma.
Yes.
Okay, so just tell us about that. I probably didn't explain that properly, but just tell us where you're at, and then what has it been like at Fanshawe College? Like, what's the vibe?
Great, thank you. To start off, I am studying business management, and right now I'm on my vacation, and I'm approaching my 3rd semester right now.
Okay.
Approaching Fanshawe, it was, Fanshawe had given me a unique experience compared to compared to most universities I've been to.
Okay.
Yeah, and I could confidently say that the Fanshawe College is a place for everyone, for all introverts, for all extroverts, because there are so many social gatherings here.
Okay.
The vibe's amazing. There are so many social gatherings here, like and you just make friends.
Oh, really?
You just make friends, and it's really, that's what's good about Fanshawe.
Oh, so you've had a very good experience.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's been like easy breezy, smooth sailing.
Actually, yeah, because the classes are not too big as well.
Okay.
The classes are intimate, and the professors are really helpful.
Okay.
So the classes being intimate, it lets you talk with all the students there, and just mingle with each other.
Overwhelming. Okay.
And when the professors let us get into groups for practicals and stuff, it makes you get to know your colleagues really well.
Yeah. So how many students would you say? Because that's a question I get like quite frequently. Like, how many students on average? I mean, it differs from course to course, but like in your case, like how many students on average?
One class may have about 25 to 30.
Oh, okay.
And there are different sections.
Yeah.
So for my 3rd semester, there were like for the business students in the 2nd year, there were about 3 to 4 sections.
What do you mean sections?
So there is like section A, section B, section C.
Oh, sections. Okay.
Everybody is going together, but you cannot put everybody into one class.
There's
Because it's a
hundreds
lot
of students.
People. Yeah.
Okay.
So dividing all these 4 sections, there might have been like 25 to 30 students in one class. Yeah.
Okay. Now that makes sense. You did mention that you are currently studying business management.
Yeah.
And it's a diploma, right?
Yes, it's a postgraduate diploma.
Postgraduate diploma. Okay, and then it's 2 academic years.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4 semesters. And then so you've done 1 academic year, which is 2 semesters, and now you're on your break.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're gonna resume. When are you resuming your 2nd academic year?
On May.
Okay, so
May.
This
is the February month.
Okay.
So I'll be resuming on May.
Okay, so right now you're on your 5-month break.
Yes.
Okay, so is that how it works with this business management course, or you decided that you wanted to take the 5-month break? Like you had the option to.
We get the option to choose if you're gonna stay for the vacation, because most of the friends that I had in my class, they actually, they decided to continue studying.
Oh, with no break.
With no break. So right while we are having our break, there are some students who are who are already studying for their 3rd semester.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So they actually give you the option. So why did you decide to take the break?
The reason most students decide to take the break is that you get the ability to work full time.
Oh, okay. So you're able to work full time right now?
Yes, right now.
Okay. All right. So this is kind of like the same thing as me, where I did one course and then I took my 5-month break and then I did another course. But his is different because, I mean, it's the same thing, but yours is like one course. Whereas mine were 2 different courses, post-grad, diploma, certificates, and then yours is just like a diploma.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you also just taking the break? Like how overwhelming and demanding was the first academic year? Was it a lot of work?
Actually, that's something I really wanted to tell you about. So, the business management course that Fanshawe offered is something unlike, something unique that I haven't seen anywhere else. Because when you usually go to a university, there is the typical you have assignments, the exams, and everything. But what Fanshawe provides is more. What Fanshawe provides is more a more case-based structure.
Okay.
So to be honest, we actually do not have exams or assignments.
Okay.
So what our professors do is they put us into the field within the 3rd semester.
What do you mean the field?
So what I mean by the field is we get to experience real life business situations.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we get to go to companies physically and interview them, discuss about economic trends, sales, marketing, and cover every parts that business offers.
Okay.
So it's more case based and it's more about discussion.
Okay, so when you go to these companies, are you kind of like stepping into the role of a consultant, as in you're helping them with whatever issues they have in marketing or I don't know, staffing, whatever, or are you just learning the business processes? You're going into the company and you're learning about their culture and processes and whatnot.
So we're pretty much learning about the business culture.
Okay.
And because the thing is just, what we learn in the book is completely different when it comes to the corporate world.
Exactly.
Right. So what our professors here in Fanshawe wants to do is, without giving us exams and writing MCQ questions, they want to put us into the real corporate world and experience it firsthand.
Oh, that's actually a nice one.
Yeah,
it's more practical.
Yeah.
And, quite a lot of people ask how do you go about picking a course? What would you say? What advice would you give people? How do you?
Course.
Yeah, do you just go with your interests? Do you go with where the job opportunities are at, or what?
Yeah. So I'd say just follow your heart, because at the end of the day, Jess, you wouldn't want to study something for 3 years and regret it at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
So what I would say is just follow your heart. If you love business, if you love economics, there are so many students who love economics. Just follow a degree path through economics. Because at the end of the day, there are jobs. There are jobs that you could find.
I think also just balance it out. I mean, if you love something but the job opportunities are very limited, then I wouldn't really go for that. Have a bit of a balance with your decision, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what about general minimum requirements to enroll? You're just gonna find that on the website, right?
Yeah, the Fanshawe website offers that.
Yeah, it's standard requirements. Some countries need IELTS, some countries don't. And then did you have to do IELTS?
Yeah, I had to do my IELTS.
Okay, all right. Yeah. And then how long did it take to get your letter of admission?
It depends. So, obviously it depends with the college, but for me, myself, it took me around 2 weeks.
Okay, from Fanshawe. Okay, so that's standard. Yeah, 2 weeks. Okay, cool. Okay, so we know that as an international student here in Canada, you can work 20 hours a week while you're studying. I think they increased it.
They did.
Okay, so
they haven't particularly said full time, but now you can work more than 20 hours. More than 20 hours.
Yeah. Okay. So, did you have a full-time job while you're studying? How was that going?
Yeah, I did a pretty fun job.
Okay.
I'm a bartender.
Okay, you were a bartender? Okay.
Yeah.
So you were, or you still are?
I'm still a bartender. I started out, it's not quite easy to find jobs, but I started out as a chef.
A chef. Oh, nice. Okay.
And I got a great opportunity because I love drinks.
Oh, did you have experience in that?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you
so
did? Okay.
before I came to Canada in Sri Lanka, I did an examination called the West examination. This is all about wines.
Oh, nice.
Just wine
Okay.
tasting and everything.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. When did you get this job? Like how? Like 2 months into Canada? Like.
Yeah, exactly 2 months into
Oh,
Canada.
literally 2 months. Okay.
Yeah.
And then how did you juggle school? Like.
School was priority number one for me.
Okay.
So the thing with employment here is employers are really flexible, right? So once you start studying, once you start getting into classes, they give you a fixed schedule, right?
Yeah.
So what I do is I give my schedule to my employer and I say, okay, this is the time that I study. So give me the rest, give me the other times that you could hire me.
Oh, so they just worked around your schedule. That's
Yeah,
nice.
they just worked around my schedule and they were really flexible. So sometimes I just work and come to school, and sometimes I just I just run to work after school.
And then how many hours like average were you working per week?
Probably around 20-25 hours per week.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
Sometimes it differs, because
nice.
you never know when it comes to bartender. Sometimes the bar is busy, sometimes
Exactly.
it's not. I don't get a lot of hours during the week because not a lot of people do come to drink in the middle of the day on a Tuesday.
Yeah, so the weekend is your that's the
Yeah.
winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like that's one of the because someone asked me what are the higher paying part-time jobs are. I did mention bartending because you get tips on top of your base salary.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people do bartending just for the tips.
Exactly. So if you're looking for a part-time job, maybe you can consider bartending, being a server, just because the tips are pretty high.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, that should be the highest paying part-time job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe Uber
you gotta do
also.
your smart serve certificate though.
Yeah, you have to do a smart serve. So maybe before you come here, get that figured out. So just to wrap up our little chat about Fanshawe College, what tips do you have for like future international students, even current international students that are kind of feeling down and they kind of just need tips to like succeed? Because I know the workload can be hectic being an international student. It can be lonely, culture shock. So how did you handle that? Did you have culture shock?
I studied in UK.
Okay.
So I was pretty accustomed to it.
Okay.
But as you said, Jess, for students who are coming, I would strongly suggest to do your research.
Yeah.
Jessie is always posting such great videos like this, and this is good research for students who are coming.
Honestly,
Yeah. So
I wanted to talk to other students before coming here, not
Exactly.
just what Fanshawe gives out.
Exactly. So I would say do your research and not to worry, because it's a really open university. You could talk to anybody you want.
Yeah.
You won't necessarily feel alone. And for existing students who are currently, I would say, I understand the fact that people when balancing work-life balance is a bit hard. Organize your stuff.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, because Google calendars and everything, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
And just organizing your meetings, your work times, everything, and it helps a lot.
Yeah, just scheduling time management basically and all of that. So that wraps up our little discussion about Fanshawe College. Now we're just gonna kind of like briefly touch into like what Voji's experience has been like in London, Ontario. So like, what do you think about London? Like, what's your favorite thing about it so far? Has there been anything that has surprised you?
Okay.
He likes it. Right?
Yeah.
He told me he likes it. I was like, okay.
But thank you for the question, Jess,
Okay,
because
tell us.
the most surprising thing about London is the weather.
Okay.
Is the weather, yeah, trust me. And it is also the most favorite thing about London too, because you never know when the weather's gonna hit.
Yeah. Yesterday was 15 degrees, right? And then today
Yeah.
it's like rainy and kind of cold.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all my friends are saying it's not supposed to be this temperature in February.
Just accept it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And but it's diverse. London is diverse.
Diverse. Okay.
And it's a really nice environment.
Okay.
The summer, to be honest, the summer is the best.
Yo, summer's great.
Yeah, and you
great.
could always see, families going out to parks. They're enjoying enjoying their time with their kids.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of
Things to do.
yeah, a lot of places to visit in London.
Yeah, you said you like hiking and stuff.
That's what I did in the first few months that I came to London. Me and my friends, we went hiking, mountain trails and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like what you make it, like what do you do here for fun? Because I've got you on the gram. I see that you be having a lot of fun around here.
Yeah.
Like, you look like you're having a good time. So what do you do for fun? Like, how did you go about making friends? Like, did you ever go through that like lonely era?
Actually, I thought I would.
Yeah.
But there's so much to do in London, but when you have, you could just have one or two friends, and you have a lot of stuff to do in London.
Exactly.
If you're talking about nightlife, there are so many, pubs, clubs downtown.
Okay.
You could visit, and daytime there are so many parks, so many trails that you could go watch.
Yeah.
And even at campus, if you don't have anywhere else to go, the campus, the Fanshawe's main campus recreation center is a heaven.
In what sense?
Yeah, I mean, there's, you have, what I always do is I go to the pool lounge. We play pool with my friends, and there's a rock climbing center.
Oh, nice.
Basketball, football, everything. And there's a small bar, the Oasis. Not the Oasis. The Outback Shack.
Oh,
we have the Outback
that
Shack.
one. Yeah.
So it's a nice place to hang out.
And they have events here and there. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. You moved here like because you might have. Did you struggle to find accommodation? Did you stay at Airbnb?
I did not.
Okay, so what was your plan?
I actually found, I was lucky enough to find a place to stay here.
Before moving?
Yeah, before moving here when I was in Sri Lanka.
How did you find it?
So there are actually several pathways that you could find the accommodation if you're an international student. So number one is there is an app called Kijiji.
Okay, Kijiji.
And they have rooms, vacancies, anything you want.
Okay.
And the second one is Facebook Marketplace. So I myself, I actually found a place from Facebook Marketplace.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Marketplace, not an actual Facebook group, just Facebook Marketplace.
Just Facebook
And then you
Marketplace.
set your location to London, Ontario.
Yes.
When you were in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
you could set your budget.
I've never mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could set your budget as well.
Okay.
And as you said, the third one is one of the most convenient, is that Fanshawe has their own Facebook groups.
Okay.
Fanshawe has their Facebook groups for international students to help them out find accommodation.
Okay.
So it's like some people post in the Facebook group saying I need an apartment for 2 people.
Yeah.
And there are so many people who helps out in these Facebook groups. They just type in saying okay, we have a place for you to stay.
Yeah.
So they're just a lot of helpful people.
And then maybe look for groups where it's like, for instance, I met this Cameroonian guy, and he was like, he just found a group for Cameroonians in Canada, and like people that were here were helping him while he was in Cameroon. So just kind of find groups like that, whether it's like Telegram or like Facebook.
Be careful of scammers.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Actually, be careful of scammers. Don't pay anyone money. And that's that. So you found your accommodation. Cool. So you were sharing.
I was not. I found a single place, one room for myself. It was a housing scheme, and as I said, there was 4 other people living with 5 other people living with me in the same house.
Okay, so that was your first accommodation?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then what's your accommodation like now?
Right now, I'm more closer to the campus.
Okay, this campus.
Yeah, right here. This is the campus that I'm going to. It's like a 5-minute bus ride.
Okay.
So when you're coming from your country, you don't necessarily have to find a place right next to the campus.
Yeah.
Right. So if there's a place, if it's just 1 bus ride away,
exactly.
Please go choose it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, just pretty much try to live as close to your campus as possible, since like the pandemic is pretty much over and you're going to be in class.
Yeah.
And then rents can range around. What would you say about rent? What is it ranging?
So downtown it's a bit expensive, but I think anywhere in between 350, 400 to 600 would be a good deal.
Yeah.
600 is a bit expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And as a student, you're most likely going to be sharing with other people, unfortunately. But if you have the money to live by yourself and pay over $1,000, you're more than welcome to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So typically people leave London once they're done studying at Fanshawe. So do you have any intentions to move? Are there any cities that have caught your interest? Where are you at?
So London is a pretty calm and quiet place.
Yeah, it's chill.
You could say it's like a retirement place, right?
But also it's so weird. It's a student city.
Yeah.
But then it's also like retirement central.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Make it make sense.
Yeah, but most students actually they're looking for the hustle and bustle, the city, like going out, the nightlife, the excitement, right?
Okay.
So I won't say London, London is necessarily that. It's more calmer than that. But it's perfect for students, perfect for studies and everything. But after studies, I think, my plan is wherever I find a good opportunity, because Canada is a huge place, right?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, and there is so many other places that I would love to go visit.
Yeah.
So even if I get a really nice opportunity in Vancouver, I might even go there.
I was thinking Vancouver. Yeah. No, yeah, for real. Like, don't limit yourself to London like I did. It's not gonna get you anywhere, right?
I mean, it's good that you did, because it helps people like us, like you're here helping international students find their path, and this is something I really appreciate. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So this has been such a great catch up.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna wrap it up, and my final question for you is: would you say that, right now, as of right now, do you feel like it's been worth it? Like moving to Canada, London, leaving your whole life in Sri Lanka to start a new life here in Canada. Has it been worth it?
I think, thinking about my own future, thinking about all the opportunities that, I might get in the future just here in Canada, I think it is worth it.
It's been worth it, okay.
Yeah, it's been worth it, yeah.
How would you rate London and Fanshawe College? 1 to 10. Let's start with Fanshawe College. How would you rate your experience, the people, the course, everything?
The entertainment,
yeah,
the courses and everything.
The support.
I would give it a solid 8.9.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm on a 6, but I'm on a 7. I'm on a solid 7. Okay, 8.97.
Yeah.
So way above average. And then what about London, Ontario? So just like the lifestyle, the people, the culture. Because I feel like different places in Canada, it's just a different culture.
Yeah. And I've been to Toronto as well.
It's a different culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Montreal is a different culture.
Exactly. And I would love to go to Montreal as well.
Yeah, you should.
So, but right in London, okay, comparing to everywhere I've been, London, I'd give it a solid
5. I give it a 5. Screw that.
I'll give it a 6.8.
Okay, 6.8. Okay, so you kind of like it. All right, perfect. Hey guys, so that kind of wraps up episode 3 of the My Story series. I hope you guys found value in this. Thank you so much for pretty much sharing your experience and insight with us. I know the drill.
I do. But thank you for having me here, Jess. And I really appreciate what you're doing, the YouTube series in itself, and please support her. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button.
And share it with your friends.
Yes, please share it with your friends.
This was great.
This was great.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Kind regards, management. Bye.